Hey, it's Desiree. Today I'm going to do a tour of our house, and if you missed my last week's video, you can go check it out. It has before and after pictures of our renovation as well as pictures during the renovation, and if you see anything that you like, you can check the description box and it has everything that I used, and I will post a link to that video. And so for those of you that don't know, we bought a 28-foot fifth wheel and turned it into a tiny house, and we are stationary, and I did another video of why we decided to live in a tiny house, so I will post another link to that. And so it's me, my husband, and my 19-month-old daughter, and we have a second one on the way, and we also have a dog, so you will see how we are all living in here today. And then next week I'm going to do a video of pros and cons to living in an RV as a tiny house. So if you want to check that out, don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you like the video. Okay, so we'll start on this side, and I'll show you our little room first. So this is where me, my husband, and my daughter sleep right now, and in this cabinet over here is where we keep our daughter's clothes, and then in this cabinet is where we will keep the baby stuff. And then, sorry about that gross towel, but it gets really hot up there and needed something to block the sun. In this cabinet right here is where we keep our clothes. Up here, I'll show you. You hang up the clothes, our shirts and stuff right there. Folded pants and shorts and stuff. And then in the bottom one, it's just more folded clothes. Yeah. On this side, that cabinet, well, it's not a cabinet anymore. Used to be a cabinet. It used to look like that one, but I found those drawers at Walmart and they fit perfectly. We needed somewhere to put our underwear. In case you wanted to know where our underwear is, there it is. And then down in the bottom drawer is where we keep our shoes and stuff. And then, so like in this cabinet is where we keep like our books. Some of my drawing stuff is in there, some my office stuff, and some like important papers and stuff like that. And then the top two drawers, one of them's a junk drawer, the other one has papers and stuff that came with the RV, everything, like all the manuals and stuff, and we don't even use the bottom two. This is our front door, and this is where we hang up all of our stuff for now. And we'll go over to this side and show you the living room. So it's nice and cozy. We have our TV, the couch, doggy bed. Milo was sleeping in there, and we usually put our dirty clothes hamper on top of the kennel, but I didn't think you guys really wanted to see that. Some cards, pictures, and a clock up there, guitar. Up in these cabinets up here is just some art stuff that my daughter uses. You can't really see it. And on the other side, there's not even anything in there. And up here, there we keep like our movies and stuff. And got some books and puzzles. And inside the entertainment stand there is more books and some movies for my daughter. And then on this side is our kitchen. And I think it turned out really cute. I really like how it turned out. And this cabinet over here is just some dry food. Spices up there, stuff like that. We don't really even use that one. We got a old school CD player in here too. Down here in this cabinet is where we keep our pots and pans. And of course we have our little tiny refrigerator, but it works for us. And then in these cabinets we have like our Tupperware and stuff in there, and our glasses and bowls and cups and stuff in there. You can see myself in the reflection. Hello. I got like a fruit hammock, nasty compost, sorry about that. And let's see, down here we have like washcloths and got a toaster down there, cleaning stuff. In these drawers we have more washcloths like for our hands and silverware. And down here we have our cooking utensils. And I really like these drawers because you can't just pull them out. You have to lift them up and open them. And having a child, it's really nice to have that. Yeah, we got our garbage can, kid potty. It's where the dog eats. This is where we eat. And down there in that cabinet we have like a crock pot and food processor, and there's just a whole bunch of lots of storage down there, so it's nice to have that. And then we got our second door, but we don't use, and our chalkboard wall. And then in this cabinet we have our towels and toilet paper for now. Hopefully we can put a shelf up there soon, and that'll give us a little bit more room, I guess. These just have washcloths, yeah, first aid kind of stuff, just chalk, I guess. And let's see, these are our bunk beds. They're not even really in use right now. Well, the top one is, it's just a storage. My husband makes leashes, and that's kind of where we're keeping it for now, I guess. And our daughter sleeps with us still, so yeah, that's not really in use. Got this thing in here. It takes up quite a bit of room, and I'm not a big fan of it, but I don't really know where to put like our sheets and stuff. And then we got diapers on the bottom. And then we got our little bathroom. We have like a thing you can hang up towels right there. Little cabinet, and yeah. Oh, I really like the bathtub because we have a child, and have another one on the way, and that'll be good for both of them. So yeah. Alright, so that's it for this video. If you guys liked it, please don't forget to like it and subscribe, and I will see you next week.